Hello everyone! So back in 2019 I made a video on my genealogy, but I recently learned new information on my ancestry, so I'm making an updated video. This new information I learned is from my mom's side, however I will bring up my ancestry from my dad's side. On my dad's side we have German, Norwegian, French, British, and Welsh. Now onto my mom's side, since things have gotten more complicated. So, I don't have as much Norwegian ancestry as I thought. Apparently I have ancestry from Spain, Italy, Greece, and somewhere in South Central Europe from my mom's side. I know this might possibly mean I have Romanian ancestry. All I know is that it's from South Central Europe and that's it. Apparently my grandfather on my mom's side always thought we had at least a little Russian ancestry, but I don't know for sure if that's the case. My cousin suggested it was probably from a country that borders the Black Sea, which would leave it to be either Romania or Bulgaria. While I know for sure my mom's side has Irish, Scottish, and German ancestry, and the one ancestor from the Dakota tribe that I still don't know who they are, the Norwegian is less than we thought, and now there's ancestry from Spain, Italy, Greece, and someplace in South Central Europe. So yeah, I don't know how to absorb this information. Sure, there could be jokes made about how I self-simp even if the ancestry from South Central Europe is small and I might not even be Romanian, but I'm stunned. I honestly never would have guessed that I had Spanish or Italian or even Greek ancestry. And really, I don't think any of you would guess either, because when you look at me in real life, I don't really give off that I have that ancestry. Since in my original video I already brought up my similarities and differences with some characters that I have ancestry from, I will discuss the ones I just found out, plus Welsh, since I didn't do that and I only made a pinned comment about it. Now let's start with Wales, even though he hasn't had an official introduction. So a fun fact I learned about Wales is that its nickname is Land of Song. As much as I like listening to music though, I can't say I'm that talented at singing. While I did attend a choir class for a school year, that was 10 years ago, and I don't see myself becoming a singer anytime soon. Another thing Welsh people are known for is their generous nature. The way I sort of see it is I try to be generous even though I'm not as well off as others. It's not exactly easy in times like these, but I do try at the very least. The last little tidbit for this section is being slow to anger and, when it does happen, being passive-aggressive. I think I'm pretty slow to anger because I try to be as patient and polite as possible before finally resorting to anger. However, I can't stand passive-aggressiveness. I'd rather people just be upfront about what is frustrating them than just conceal it with passive-aggressiveness. I think it's something I've realized the older I get, that I just don't have patience for antics like that anymore. Next up is Spain, who I honestly did not ever think I would cover in a video like this. I guess the whole passion optimism, despite being through tough circumstances, is somewhat relatable. I guess my whole thing is trying to stay optimistic, even though sometimes I fall into pessimistic or realistic bouts. Also, while Spain is fond of kids, I can't say that I am. I have a pretty low tolerance for kids, probably because I was an only child. I'll take cats and dogs any day over kids. As for getting sentimental when drinking wine or scary when drunk, I don't think I fall into this either. The rare times I've gotten drunk has mostly just resulted in me being dizzy and having a hard time moving around. Now for the Italy brothers who, again, I did not expect to ever cover in a video like this. I'll just cover both of them here to make things easier, and because I don't know which part my Italian ancestry came from. Funny enough, the older I get, the more I relate to Romano. I'm stubborn, can be vulgar, and dealing with feelings of being inferior because shitty parenting! Also, this messy room he has here just reminds me of my old room. As for the refusal of eating foreign food, there's actually a story relating to this, but I'm not the subject of it. My mom used to do traveling, being ex-military and all. However, when she traveled outside the military, she had this weird fear of eating foreign food. She pretty much just locked herself in her hotel room, and funny enough, it wasn't until she spent a night in Italy while on her way elsewhere that she started to overcome this fear. As for Vinciano, well, pasta and pizza are nice. Art is the main thing I do, and like I said in Wales' part, I can't sing that good. Also, you guys take naps? I just stare off into nothingness when I'm too tired to continue working. On to Greece, and you guys know the drill about me covering him. Again, you guys take naps? And you guys should know by now that I have a cat and I love her to the moon and back, even though she's a little shit. I know Greece has a thing for philosophy and history, but I tend to only focus on the history of certain places. As for the sexual activity, Look, I know I make dirty jokes, but I'm not involved like that. Also, not wearing condoms is nasty. Don't be like Greece kids. Use condoms. Now, because I don't know where the ancestry from South Central Europe is from, it's a bit harder to compare characters to myself. I thought about just comparing and contrasting with Romania, Bulgaria, and Serbia since they are the most likely candidates, but I think I'm just gonna refrain from doing so until I find out where exactly that ancestry comes from. I'll probably make a pinned comment about it if I ever find out. I think for now that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you guys next time.